I created a piece of art using engineering skills only, and the best part, it has a potential functionality to it. You'll see how a below average engineer with art skills of a 7-year-old took this CAPA board and created this. If you're new to this channel, I'm Jeff Woolfe. I'm an engineer, I have 4 kids, my life is as busy as it can get, but I still find time to do anything and everything I can myself, from complex electronic devices up to sketchy pieces of art. Before we continue, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Now, I'm not autistic, I never was. My drawing skills really did come to a halt when I was around 7 years old. When I was younger, everyone was classified as either autistic or STEM oriented. STEM standing for science, tech, engineering, and math. And this classification becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I really am shitty at art. Now, I'm not the best engineer there is, I'm definitely not exceptional, but from the start it was a well-known fact that I was better at math and science than I was at things like art and literature. Anyway, today I'm breaking that wheel. I'm going to create a piece of art, and I'm going to do it using engineering skills. Blueprints. Before copy machines, blueprints were the only way engineers, architects, and managers were able to convey their designs and plans to bigger teams. This gave way to build things like bridges and skyscrapers. Blueprints have been a thing of the past for nearly 80 years, but they are still a source of creativity and ingenuity. I love blueprints. That crazy blue, which is Prussian blue, by the way, is one of my favorite colors. I actually was not able to mix this Prussian blue in Israel. I contacted 2 of the biggest paint companies in Israel, and they just don't mix this specific color. I did the next best thing. I shot what the closest blue to Prussian blue is that I could mix in Israel, and I came up with a certain mixture that it came out blue. It looks great. It's not Prussian blue. You won't be able to tell the difference. Anyway, I'm attempting to create a piece of art that will also tell the story of one of my most creative ideas, the outdoor kitchen. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, be sure to check it out. So before I start on the actual canvas that I got, I'm going to be testing the colors on a regular piece of paper. And I want to check 2 things here. First of all, how the actual paint sets on the paper, and 2, how my white marker will write on it. The prototype of the first attempt at blueprint art. F-ups. I smudged it with my hand here and here. The lines aren't straight. I think I should make them straight. The writing in the block diagram isn't clear enough. I didn't have a good way to show thickness of the countertop, so I'll do that as well. I have this CAPA board, and this is going to be the base or the canvas for my work of art. The blue paint has kind of bent the canvas. See that? See it? Yep. I'm going to need to fix it. I don't remember if a jackknife can actually cut this. Someone needs to invent a silenced circular saw or jigsaw or any motorized saw there is. I mean, there are many use cases where you need things to be quiet. I mean, I'm using a Japanese knife, which is dangerous and also very ineffective to cut something that would take 5 seconds with a motorized saw, and the only reason I'm doing it is because it's the middle of the night and I can't make noise. If that isn't the worst cut I've ever done on this channel. Yeah, these strips aren't going to work. They're just not going to hold it in place. It's just not enough. I'm going to need a full rectangle piece. Well, I could butcher a cardboard box. Let's go. Right, that was easier than I thought. I want to do the block diagram. Obviously I'm going to do it a bit prettier than the one I did on the template. So I printed a template to handle the scaling of this, to make sure that it's realistic. I just downed it down 10 times. So 3 meters becomes 30 centimeters and 7 centimeters becomes 7 millimeters. And that way it's very easy for me to just make sure I'm not making any dimensional mistakes. What we have here is a plan to design and build an entire outdoor kitchen, from the actual design process all the way to construction and installation at the actual customer's house. So a CAD drawing usually has this layout. It has an isometric view that gives you an intuitive feel of what the entire project is about, and then it will have detailed drawings of either top to down views or front views or detailed views of components, or in my case I designed the door here, and it will give you all the information you need to either build or cut or construct whatever it is we're trying to display as an engineer or as an architect or whatever. And you will see here all the information you need. Basically a carpenter could build the entire kitchen from this drawing alone. At the bottom you will always have information about the drawing, probably dates, the part name, who designed it and all that. It's here. So I was able to create a piece of art that showcases an engineering idea. In other words, functional art. I love the concept. Want to hear what you think about it in the comments below. This was a great project that helped me enhance my artistic skills using no other than my engineering skills. And again, if you've watched this video up until now and haven't done it yet, do hit that subscribe button. Do it now. As always, thank you very much for your time, and I will see you on the next one.